What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Martin Skirsis, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got a crazy leak for you, man, right now, regarding his truly Canelo Carrot Top Alvarez finally breaking his silence on the fake Paul debacle. I see this article here. It came out 27 minutes ago. Canelo says he's willing to fight fake the cake Paul under one condition. And here's the quotes from the interview, the leaked interview that no one's seen before, exclusive for you, man. Put your man on. 100%. Oh, come on, man. Stop playing.
Jake Paul call you out, or these like other, would you ever do like exhibitions like that, or like people like Jake Paul call you out, or these like other big stars? Like, is that business wise like even worth it?
When I'm done with boxing, why not? Maybe I'll do it. I think it's
Like when you're done like competing at the highest level, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's good because what happened there is other people who never watch boxing, or they don't know anything about boxing. They wanna watch Jake Paul because he's coming from he bring fans from other world, right? Yeah. That's good because everybody enjoy it.
Would you ever entertain that idea when you're done?
Maybe.
Would you ever do like
Listen, man, Canelo, you're finished. You're finished now, man. Oh, man. I'm finished. You finished now, man. You've been finished. People finish your career. Let's call a spade a spade. What was it, May 2022. Your career been finished, man. Yeah? You're 2 years into retirement now. That's exactly what it is. Benavidez been on your ass ever since Bivol hopped off the back of you after having a go on you. You ain't want no more smoke. You're traumatized in the top levels of the game. That's the truth. We was all there. I was in the bandwagon. Yep, Canelo going, he gonna smoke. Actually, I did bet on Bivol, but either way, the narrative was he deals with Bivol and he gets to Usyk. Yeah? That's what he was on. And Bivol, baba, slapped him upside his mouth, and he ain't been the same since. And I ain't got a problem with that. Yeah, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And the lemons that Carrot Top's been given is Bivol finished your career 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. What you been doing? Jamel Charlo. Come on. Jamel Charlo. You can say, oh, well, he light in the back, man. What's Bumlanger done? What has Edgar Bumlanger done? He gone on a victory tour in Puerto Rico. Oh, bro. I went 12 rounds, bro. That's the new age, right? Only a new age looking ass will go on. I'd feel embarrassed if I lost a fight, yeah. To go on a victory tour for survive, it's like, whoa, the world has fallen off. Victory tours used to be for people winning. No, it's for losers who survive. Oh man, it's bad right now. It's bad. So Canelo, I'll tell you right now, you're already finished. And really, Canelo at this point is doing a disservice to the game. And really, I think the Mexican fans are too rabid. You man are just paying for it. Why would you pay for any of these bum fights? Especially, you're neglecting one of your own mans as well, David Benavidez. You man should be saying. And this is the problem with tribal cuckolds. You got Canelo fans and you got Benavidez fans. You don't really have pure boxing fans. Same with Tank Davis is another one. Oh, I like Tank, but he's scary, man. Right? He'd be ducking. I think he would have punched Devin Haney's head off, but he didn't want to do it. Undisputed Devin Haney was at the time. Tank didn't want nothing to do with it. So the facts are, yeah, I think Canelo will punch. David Benavidez can't punch. He can't punch. He was going life and death with 60-year-old. I've just been had a go on by Beterbiev. Vosdik, right? Vosdik best days, people. Beterbiev blew the back out of Vozdik's best days. The Vosdik who stopped Adonis Stevenson. Beterbiev, take it, took all that. Yeah, and if any part of Vosdik that was left from the Adonis Stevenson fight, Beterbiev, he pushed that SHIT back in for him. There was no Vosdik versus Adonis Stevenson left after Artur Imad battered Bivol's head had a go on him. Do you understand, people? So, listen, Carrot Top. Listen, man. I'm tired. It's not your fault. Well, it is your fault. I'm tired. The bottom line is, I'm tired of you digging pockets for nothing. Right? but masquerading like you're really serious in this game. Has Canelo done a lot in his previous career? He has. But there's notably now 2 parts to Canelo's career. You got the pre-Bivol part, where he was legitimately on smoke. He dealt with Triple G. He dealt with whoever you want. Even if they wasn't the highest level dudes, he dealt with them. Took all the belts, whatever that's worth. He ran into Bivol, and he's been in the decline ever since. I can't understand it. Clearly, I mean, Canelo loves money like everyone else does. He's obviously thinking, oh, well, when I'm retired, I'll go on. But retire now, man! This fight with Fake Paul, and the thing is, you don't even have to retire. This is like a camp fight. You could be in camp for another fight. Canelo was fighting 3 times a year. And against the caliber of opponents he's fighting, there's no reason he can't just slot Fake Paul in there and then resume his retirement tour, which he's on now, essentially, right? He's not taking serious fights now. So let's not make it, oh, I need to be fully retired to take on... No, you don't need to be fully retired to take on Fake Paul. You're making a joke of the game now anyway. And if anything, given how big that Tyson versus Paul fight was, commercially speaking, and in terms of the eyes on it, you'd be doing a public good. Go in there on Netflix and punch his head right the way in for him. And then if you want to carry on fighting William Skulls and Edgar Bumlangers, then whatever. I won't be watching it live, that's for sure. Let me call a spade now. The only Canelo fight I would get up at 4 a.m. for, this is the truth, I didn't get up for Bumlanger. I didn't get up for Charlo. I can't even think. The last time I got up for Canelo would have been probably Bivol, to be fair. That was the last time. I'd get up for Benavidez, assuming Benavidez beats. For me, that's a 50-50 fight. Benavidez versus the Cuban dude. Benavidez can't punch, man. Then again, that other guy looked like ass as well last time. I tend to lean with the power. I know Benavidez can't punch with toffee. He couldn't stop playing and Pump was finished. Pump had no gas left. He couldn't finish it. He can't punch. So, I'd take the Cuban dude. But still, let's assume Benavidez beats the Cuban dude. If Canelo fights Benavidez, I'll get up and watch that fight. Yeah? Secondly, if Canelo fights Fake Paul, you can sit there and say, oh, Tom and Jordan can make out he didn't watch it. Oh, I still haven't watched that fight. You bugging and lying to the unwashed masses, Simon Jordan. You watched that Mike Tyson versus Fake Paul. You did. You can't. Please, people, stop. You can't. You can't lead me to believe that 100 million people watched it and Simon Jordan wasn't one of them. Stop playing. You just try and do it for. Oh, I didn't even watch it. I don't even know what happened. You damn sure have a lot to say about the fight. The fight you didn't watch. You know all about it, all the different rounds. Come on, man, stop playing. Anyway, Canelo. I get it. These interview dudes, they've got to be kind of low T. You finished, Canelo. There's nothing wrong with that. You had a great career, really. But what are you doing? That you're just pissing people off now. And this really is up to the Mexican fans. The Mexican fans, and Eddie Hearn's always lost a bunch of coins on Canelo in that sense. They keep paying him, but he's not even delivering the numbers Eddie Hearn alleges, right? So, what are you tuning in for? To see him in there. Canelo only takes 10-1 fights now. Fact. He don't even want to fight light in the back Crawford. I think he'd whoop Crawford's ass. I really do. After seeing that Madrimov fight at 154, I think Canelo will whoop Crawford's little skinny ass all around the ring. People, Crawford will shook at Madrimov. Madrimov can't punch like that. He cannot. Crawford was shook, and that was at 154. 168, Canelo, whack him on his arm, and he'll be doing the same. He'll be doing the Shakur Sleepmanson again, and he'll be losing rounds against Canelo. That's what would happen there. He don't even want to do that. I'd watch the Crawford fight, I'd watch the Fake Paul fight, and I'd watch the Benavidez fight. The easiest one, and definitely probably the biggest money one as well, to be honest. It was equal to the Benavidez fight. The Benavidez fight is like a South American Mexican derby, or whatever. So that'll be massive. But still, the Fake Paul one ain't going to be small. The Fake Paul one's bigger than the Crawford one. And you don't want to fight Crawford. You don't want to fight Benavidez. It's Fake Paul all day. I don't know who manages these guys. I guess they get too... Their sense of self gets too inflated. He thinks he's too good for it. It's not about being too good for it. It's just easy work. It's work that the people are begging for as well. People are begging for you to fight Benavidez. You don't want it. People are begging for you to fight Fake Paul. So get in there. Yeah. And I hope. And the problem is, Fake Paul's not gonna. He's not gonna push for it. He just likes. He just likes essentially punking Canelo. He likes coming out and saying, oh, Canelo won't fight me. And Canelo's just sitting there, cucked. Oh, like, what? This is odd. Can you imagine that? Think about it in your own life. If some dude called you out and it'd be your biggest money opportunity, would you sit there and say, oh, no, it's beneath me? No, you're going, I just don't understand that. And these guys they're premium fighters, right? They should be more animalistic. Who the fuck does this yuppie think he is? That's in my mind, right? If some little, at my level, yeah, let's say some little corny call me out and says, hey, YB, I want to fight you for your biggest payday or one of your biggest paydays ever. I'm thinking, I'll whoop your ass on TV. 100%, right? And take the bag. What? I don't, oh, my career is this, my career is that. People ain't giving you credit for Bumlanger anyway, man. They're not. No one's giving you credit for that. It was rubbish. He's no good. Who's Bumlanger beat? You can sit there and say Fake Paul ain't beat no one. He hasn't. Neither's Bumlanger, though. Bumlanger didn't turn up to win. The heavy bag in there. Did last round. Oh, I turned up for the 12th round. Like I'm going to do something. It's irritating. Anyway. The world's in a sad place, people. The world's in a sad place. That's why all the old school man are saying, and they get, the problem with them is they get kind of coined with, oh, you're clout chasing. No, they just want to fill Jake Paul in for a bunch of money. And it's like one of two things. You either want to fill someone in because there's a bunch of money, or you want to fill someone in because they're goofy. Fake Paul ticks both of them boxes. It's like you can't lose in this situation. He's a goofy that needs filling in, and they get a bunch of money. Canelo's sitting there, diva looking at us. And I blame Dimitri Bivol, because the things Dimitri Bivol did to Canelo, it's not surface deep. Yeah, Bivol pushed his shit back in a way that can't be described by external features. Yeah, the level of take it that he delivered to Canelo is unparalleled. You 100%. It's, oh, YB, well, look at his, people say, oh, YB, look at Canelo's face. His face wasn't that bad. It's not about the physical wounds, people. It's the psychological wounds. He's probably one of the most wounded champions I've ever seen. We've seen dudes knocked out before. Canelo right now, for me, he's up there with someone like AJ. The way AJ was wounded, the way that Ruiz fight broke Anthony Joshua, you can say, well, YB, Canelo hasn't completely cacked his pants. Well, he has to some extent. Folks. AJ went back in there with Usyk, for example, which at the time would have been the equivalent of Canelo losing to Bivol and then going in with Benavidez, right? Top fights. Canelo is more broke than AJ psychologically. At least AJ dared to be great. Even with Dubois, another time. Getting in there with legitimate killers. Usyk, Dubois, after. And what AJ actually got his cherry popped as well. He got stopped in that Ruiz fight. Canelo didn't get stopped by Bivol. But it shows you the trauma Bivol put him through over them 12 rounds. For someone like Canelo, who's so dominant in the ring normally, for him to feel like a little boy in there, which he did, he was about to cry, honestly. He looked like he was about to cry. So when you take a man who's that strong and that kind of, I'm coming forward and my chin's down, to turn someone like that out, there's some significant, extraordinary levels of trauma in there. Yeah, all them punches you saw from Bivol, they don't look that hard. Take it. But to Canelo, we know this, people. I think he might even be scared of fighting Fake Paul, to be honest. He might be looking at the way Canelo talks about fights now. He says things like, oh, Benavidez is only going to be 25 pounds heavier than me on fight night. He's probably looking at Fake Paul and he's traumatised. Not rational, right? I think Canelo, 25 pounds or not, will whoop Benavidez's ass at 168. We know that. I think Canelo will whoop Fake Paul's ass at 225. But Canelo doesn't feel that. Why? He has been traumatised and victimised by Dimitri Bivol. That's why. And trauma, when you have like trauma diagnoses, it's not a rational thing. People who are scared of, I don't know, pick someone. Some people are scared of spiders or whatever. You guess you can argue there is some rationality there, but pick something that's not dangerous. People are scared of them things. Some people are scared of the colour black, for example. It doesn't need to be rational, folks. It's a trauma response. He sees a big old dude. There could be some big bulbous, no cardio having 250-pound dude, and Canelo be like, Just joking, man, because it will give him flashbacks. God forbid he speaks Russian as well. People, any 250-pound Russian man, Canelo don't even need to be in a confrontation with him. He just needs to hear him speak, and he's like sent back to the May 16th, 2022. That's what it is. So he needs Canelo. You need help, man. You need help. You need psychological help. I can put you on as well. Do you know how I'd fix Canelo? I'd get him watching the Old School Man. Just sit there and sit in this room and don't come out and watch the Old School Man. It's not about how you lose, man. It's about how you get in there and have a go. He didn't even get in. That's probably what it is. Eats him up. Canelo's an on top fighter. He likes to be on top and cruise. If he can't do that, he's not old school Mexican style. That's a fact. And all the Mexican Canelo shills with butt hurt, he's not old school Mexican, and that's a discredit. To call Canelo old school Mexican is a discredit to the old school Mexican. He's new age Mexican. On top, like all the other new age on toppers. I can punch someone's head right in for them. I don't really want to have a scrap though in a 50-50. I'm going to have to fight for my life here. He don't want that one. That's why he's ducking fake Paul. 225-pound soft. And that's why he's ducking Benavidez, who is also probably 200 pounds soft. Benavidez got the soft body, that's for sure. I'm surprised Canelo loves touching the body. Do you think Canelo be all over that? Get in there with David soft body Videz. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one. People stop it.